week in Indianapolis at the 2022 NFL Scouting Combine, and players attending will have a bit more freedom. According to a memo obtained by NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, the Combine will do away with the bubble environment originally announced on Saturday. Players will now be allowed outside of secure areas during their time in Indy. Former Rams offensive coordinator and new Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell is beginning to fill out his staff, starting with a familiar face. Rams passing game coordinator Wes Phillips will join O'Connell in Minnesota and serve as the team's new OC. Phillips is the son of legendary NFL coach Wade Phillips. Also, according to Rappaport, Sean McVay has decided to go in the same direction, hiring former Rams quarterbacks coach and current Kentucky OC Liam Cohen to replace O'Connell as the new Rams offensive coordinator. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Attention vehicle owners. Due to the rise of new and used car prices, repair costs, and gas prices, CarShield is starting a low-cost monthly auto coverage plan to save drivers out-of-pocket expenses on covered auto repairs. Call now to get your free quick quote and find out how you can save thousands for covered auto repairs. 800-493-5545. Don't forget to ask about free roadside assistance and towing with your plan. Call 800-493-5545 now for your free quote. Again, 800-493-5545.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. It is a Tuesday, 22nd day of February, 2022. Numerically, that would be 2-2-2-2-2-2. Okay?
Yoo-hoo.
2-2-2-2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, and in honor of this, Gabe Lemos will show up today to do his show wearing a tutu.
Yeah, and of course, he's a great player of spoons.
Yes.
He's a great spoon player.
You know, very few people Gabe's size can pull off wearing a tutu in public.
That's right. But you want to be careful. It might fire off at any time. So
it could.
Be prepared.
Yes. Anyway, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. A little bit different, but it is still just another beautiful day.
Sirree. It'll excite your tutu.
Yes. Yeah. Might not be a good day to wear a dress.
Not going to do that.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and if you're heading over the hills, well, expect winds. And if you're coming back late this afternoon, you could be coming back in a snowstorm.
Yeah, it would not be a time that I'd want to chance it.
No.
When you have the choice, you might want to rule on the side of caution.
I suppose. Okay, are you ready for birthdays today?
Birthdays, I think we're ready.
Actor Paul Dooley, that's Tom Dooley's younger brother, is 94. Actor, you remember the song Tom Dooley?
Oh, Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley.
Yes, Kingston Trio. Yes. Actor John Ashton, 74. Actor Julie Walters is 72. Actor Ellen Green is 71. Actor Kyle MacLachlan is 63. Actor Paul Lieberstein is 55. Actor Jerry Ryan, 54. Actor Thomas Jane is 53. Actor singer Leo Salanga is 51. Actor Jose Solano is 51. Drew Barrymore, 47. Actor Zach Rohrig is 37. And actor Daniel E. Smith is 32. Okay. You mentioned Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley. I love the Smothers Brothers version of that. Yes.
It was not quite as serious.
No. Yeah, most of whatever the Smothers Brothers did was funny.
It was.
Okay. Local birthdays coming up. I've got a suggestion. Why don't you take a short trip to the Peanut Patch in Yuma? The Peanut Patch. Well, it's so much more than peanuts. Yeah, it's a great place to visit. You can spend the better part of a day there if you want, and you'll find the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They offer fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate, pecan turtles that are to die for, made from scratch with a special recipe. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things available at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, the Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sunday. And if you want to get to the Peanut Patch, I would suggest you Google Peanut Patch. Yeah, just Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great way to spend a day. Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Teodoro Ornelas, Elisa Beltran, Anastasio Quintal, Moses Aguilar, Larry Layton, Johnny Esquer, Nicole Woods, Gloria Ann Matthew, Andrew Rivera, Art Silva, Margarita Coriel, Bianca Contreras, Kristen Rasmussen, Martha Lopez, Katarina Neri, and happy birthday, Fletcher Mavity. Okay.
Which one?
The younger.
The younger. Okay.
Yes. Okay, Fletcher, good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you know, the first car I ever bought was a Renault Dauphine. Remember them?
I do, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, hey, it was a good car for the 2 years I drove it.
That's good, because I never heard that many people compliment the vehicle. I heard many curses, but... Yes.
I know the 2 years I drove it, never had a problem. The only problem I had was going up any kind of a hill, because it went up the hill at about 5 miles an hour.
Didn't have any power.
None whatsoever. Anyway, Renault. And you see them on the streets around here because Renault, a popular brand in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, Renault will have a production shortage of about 300,000 vehicles this year due to a shortage of semiconductor chips.
Somehow that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So, you know, just a suggestion. Why not build those 300,000 chipless wonders, ship them to the U.S., and call them Pinto 2s?
Pinto 2s?
Yes.
Wonder how many people remember the Pinto. How could you forget?
Got a match?
Whew.
Yes.
Yeah. They were beauties, too.
Oh, yes. Anyway, it's amazing how you don't see any Pintos or Vegas show
Vegas
up on the Mecum auction block.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one yet. I'm waiting.
No, not yet. Anyway, have we got real news?
We do.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. The verdict is in the trial of 3 white men accused of hate crimes in the death of Ahmaud Arbery, a black man shot and killed as he jogged through their Georgia neighborhood. The jury's decision is being read in U.S. District Court in Brunswick right now. CBS's Janet Shamlian is there.
The federal case hinges on whether the men were motivated specifically because the 25-year-old was black. Prosecutors telling the jury Travis and Gregory McMichael and William Roddy Bryan were driven by racial assumptions, racial resentment, and racial anger. 20 witnesses testified, and text messages and social media posts were introduced to establish a history of racist views, some repeatedly using the N-word.
Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones.
This has been very draining, and I'm thankful that it's almost over.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: gas prices in the state averaging $4.74 a gallon, up a dime from a month ago, and likely to go much higher if Russia goes through with an invasion of Ukraine.
It's very likely that the Bay Area, especially San Francisco and San Jose, will get to that $5 a gallon average.
Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy says prices could rise as high as $6 a gallon if Russia cuts off oil shipments, something more likely to happen if the U.S. imposes tough sanctions as punishment for invading Ukraine. Some higher-risk patients have now passed the 6-month mark since their COVID booster shot, wondering whether it may be time for a 4th shot. Dr. Thomas Yadiger at Providence Cedars-Sinai Tarzana.
The 4th shot is recommended for those immunocompromised patients, so patients who have had transplants or are on medications that suppress their immune system.
Yadiger says fewer patients are testing positive on a daily basis and more hospital beds are opening up. Snow falling in the Lake Tahoe region for the first time in 43 days, the first of 2 winter storms moving through the region. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call your friend in the business. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
When a nasty cold keeps you up all night, Vicks NyQuil Severe gives you powerful relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms, which changes a night that sounds like this into a night that sounds more like this. That's better. NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, stuffy head, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold, medicine. Use as directed.
Got a party of 10 coming in. We need to flip those 2 tables.
Leah's restaurant is fully booked night after night.
Section 3 is still behind.
She no longer has reservations about finally finding a hostess.
Why doesn't 23 have menus? Oh, they're in my hand.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And it's time for Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, and now in El Centro at El Centro Motors, and the brand new store in the Imperial Valley Mall opens in 20 minutes. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
New COVID numbers are in as COVID cases continue to decline. Here's more on the story.
The latest numbers were released late last week. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the numbers, active cases of COVID-19 are down to 892. The number of COVID-positive patients hospitalized in Imperial County now at 59. 16 of those are in intensive care. There is 1 ICU bed available in the county. 26 ventilators are in use at both local hospitals. The number of variant cases in the county are unchanged. The state metrics for Imperial County indicate the positivity rate, 7-day average, is now at 25.4%. New cases per day per 100,000 population is at 71. Total COVID vaccine doses administered in Imperial County now at over 410,000. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other local news, Salton Sea Authority Board is to meet on Thursday. The meeting begins at 10 a.m. It will be available via Zoom webinar. To view the agenda and obtain Zoom information, go to the Salton Sea Authority website, saltonsea.com/meetings. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Continuing with more local news, County Fire Pioneer passes away. Fire departments around the county are remembering Rudy Medina. Here's more in the story.
County Fire Chief Alfredo Estrada Jr. announced the passing of Medina. He said Rudy Medina was the first fire chief of the Imperial County Fire Department and Office of Emergency Services. Rudy Medina was a county fire chief from 1963 to 1980. Estrada said the former chief is credited with being the cornerstone of the emergency services in Imperial County, laying the department foundation to what it is now. The current chief said his department will be honoring Rudy Medina in the next few days. He said residents are encouraged to learn more about Rudy Medina's career with the County Fire Department and OES by logging on to firedepartment.imperialcounty.org/. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and now opening in 15 minutes, Quick Lane at the Imperial Valley Mall. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
California, the future should be built for everyone. So we made the 2021 Ford F-150 even smarter and more productive than before. Built it to power new ideas anywhere with an available ProPower onboard generator and a new interior designed to keep you connected. Plus the newest generation of Sync to keep you at the forefront of the latest and greatest tech. This is a new generation of F-Series, the best-selling truck for 45 years, and it's only the beginning. We want your trade. Head in today to get 0% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2021 Ford F-150. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, where the future comes standard. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% for 60 at $16.67 per month per $1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Excludes Raptor. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 2/28/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Based on 1977 through 2021 CY total sales.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Friday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Did I just hear you mention that there is something opening today that has been long anticipated?
Well, Quick Lane Tire and Service Centers opening their third Valley location right there at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Today
at 8 a.m. they will open the doors.
All right. Just thought I'd check that out just to make sure that
you heard right.
All right. Well, the next county election is coming up June 7th, which will also have some local races as well. Here's more on that story.
There will be several local races. County Elections has released a list of those who have filed a statement of intent to run for office in June. Jung Kim has announced his intent to run for county supervisor in District 1. Ray Castillo has announced his intent to seek re-election of county supervisor in District 5. Robert Menville intends to run for re-election for county assessor. Ricardo Avila intends to challenge Menville. Karina B. Alvarez intends to run for auditor controller. 3 candidates intend to run for district attorney. They are George Marquez, Jason Amavisca, and Mario Vela, as well as Edgar Garcia. The 2 have announced their intention to run for county sheriff. They are Hilton Smith and Fred Miramontes. For Imperial Irrigation District Division 1, incumbent Alex Cardenas intends to seek a re-election. Andrew Arevalo intends to challenge him. For IID Director Division 3, Ramon Castro and Gina Dockstader are the intended candidates. Karen Eugenio has announced her intentions to run for IID District Director for Division 5. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Firefighters were kept busy with several brush fires on Monday. One fire was reported in the area of Kalen and Sinclair Roads near Calipatria. Another short time later in the area near Highways 78 and 111 in the Brawley area. The biggest was reported early in the afternoon in the river bottom near Wormwood and Dearborn Roads and resulted in a 3-alarm response. Imperial County Fire Department and Office of Emergency Services said the fire was pretty much confined to about 50 acres. The wind-driven fire kept firefighters busy through the night. And in other local news, Ag Benefit Advisory Committee will hold a special meeting. Here's more on that story.
It will be held this afternoon. Meeting will be to discuss and possibly take action regarding modifications and changes to the Ag Benefit Scholarship Program. Public can participate in the meeting via Zoom. For Zoom information, contact Anna Gomez at the Ag Commissioner's office. Meeting begins at 3 o'clock this afternoon. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a storm system will bring unsettled conditions through midweek in the form of strong winds, possible rain, and snow in the mountains between here and San Diego, as well as below normal temperatures. More tranquil conditions are expected by the latter half of the week, with moderating temperatures over the weekend. A winter storm advisory in effect for the San Diego County mountains, with the possibility from 6 to 12 inches of snow, even along the Interstate 8 corridor. 71 the high yesterday, 53 the low. Wind gusts peaked at 48 miles an hour last night. Today, sunny with a high near 67. West-southwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon. Wind gusts could peak at 40 miles an hour. There is a 10% chance of showers after 5 p.m. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 47. West winds about 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. A 40% chance of showers mainly after 11 p.m. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a high near 62. Southeast wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, then turning out of the west-northwest. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles an hour. There is a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 11 a.m. tomorrow. 57 degrees, 47% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at 20, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Now at T-Mobile, you can get the incredible iPhone 13 on us on the network with more 5G bars in more places.
This is the year, Amelia. The year I become a famous influencer.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
I just got iPhone 13 at T-Mobile. It has the most advanced dual camera ever on an iPhone. So my videos and photos are gonna look amazing. And check it out. I have 5G, even out here.
Whoa.
I'll be able to post tons of content. Us influencers gotta stay fresh, you know?
Nice. So were you going to learn to sing or dance or something?
Better. Yodeling. Ooh, let's hike up that hill and do a live stream. Yodeling.
I'm good. Thanks.
Head into T-Mobile today, because when you switch, you can get the new iPhone 13 on us on every plan with eligible trade-in. All on T-Mobile's 5G network, with more 5G bars in more places.
Only at 24 monthly bill credits with qualifying new line plus tax for well-qualified customers. Contact us before canceling service to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Details at T-Mobile.com.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. 5 hours in the boardroom on Monday, sometimes together, sometimes in their own caucuses, and it all ends up with not much progress between Major League Baseball owners and the players. The sides remain far apart on a new collective bargaining agreement. So that means no Major League Baseball for a while. So get out and watch high school baseball and softball. It's great. Meanwhile, the NFL Scouting Combine sent a memo to all prospective NFL players attending next month's annual pre-draft event in Indianapolis, revising its policies and procedures regarding COVID-19 protocols. The memo focuses on mask wearing for both the players and medical personnel, as well as defining the event's secure areas, key points of contention among players' agents.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, a judge in Houston ruled yesterday that Deshaun Watson can face questions under oath in at least some of the 22 civil cases filed against him by women who have accused the Texans quarterback of actions ranging from harassment to sexual assault during massage sessions. And players from the U.S. women's national team have settled their class action equal pay lawsuit against the U.S. Soccer Federation for a total of $24 million. In settling the suit, the players will receive a lump sum payment of $22 million, the amount distributed in a manner proposed by the players and approved by the district court. And Medina Spirit was stripped of the victory in last year's Kentucky Derby, and Mandalone was declared the winner. The since deceased Medina Spirit, hey, if the horse is dead, they can't testify. Anyway, trainer Bob Baffert suspended for 90 days. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. For more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, log on to pmhd.org.
The public is invited to come celebrate Wymore Machine and Welding's 75th anniversary, along with the celebration of life for founder Dick Wymore this Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lunch and dinner will be served throughout the day. Wymore Machine Shop and Welding has served the entire Imperial Valley and surrounding areas for 75 years, and the staff and family thank you. At 6 p.m., the Wymore family will be having a celebration of life for founder Dick Wymore. Come help celebrate the 75th anniversary for Wymore Machine and Welding, located at the corner of Dogwood Road and Heil Avenue this Friday.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Russian stocks plunged and the ruble slid closer to a record low today as investors reacted to President Vladimir Putin's decision to order troops into eastern Ukraine. Moscow's stock index dropped 1.5% after shedding more than 10% yesterday, bringing losses so far this year to about 20%. Shares in Russian oil company Rosneft were hardest hit, dropping 7.5%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies have been feeling the heat this week as tensions between Russia and Ukraine escalated. Bitcoin trading at 36,649, falling nearly 6.5% in the last 24 hours.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Wall Street right now showing red, the Dow off 265 points, the S&P 500 down 18, the NASDAQ off 60 points, gold down $1.70 an ounce, Oil up $1.13 a barrel. It will be sunny today with a high near 67. West-southwest winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 40 miles an hour. There is a 10% chance of showers after 5 p.m. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 47, a 40% chance of showers, mainly after 11 p.m. West winds about 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high near 62, a 50% chance of showers, mainly before 11 a.m. Southeast winds 10 to 20 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest later in the morning. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour. 58 degrees downtown, 46% relative humidity. Winds out of the west-southwest 15 to 20, gusting up to 40 miles an hour at times. A wind advisory in effect for the mountains between here and San Diego as well. And a winter storm advisory goes into effect after 4 o'clock this afternoon with heavy snow anticipated even along the Interstate 8 corridor. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's breaking news from Georgia, where a federal jury has just convicted the 3 men who were found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery on hate crimes charges. They were convicted on other counts, too. Arbery family attorney Ben Crump moments ago.
Thank God for this good morning that Wanda and Marcus have prayed for. It is because of their conviction to get full justice, not partial justice, for their son Ahmaud Arbery. We get to celebrate this moment.
Well, the White House says it considers Russia's moves in eastern Ukraine an invasion, opening the door to the possibility of punishing sanctions. Ian Bremmer of the Eurasia Group tells CBS Mornings they're designed to deliver an economic blow.
The maximum sanctions would be the greatest sanctions ever put on a major power since the collapse of the Soviet Union, and yet they would be a little less severe than the sanctions that are presently being placed on Iran.
CBS's Holly Williams is in Ukraine.
Ukraine has accused Russia's President Vladimir Putin of trying to revive the Soviet Union, and the country's president is asking for international support now. But remember, Russian-backed separatists in those breakaway regions of Ukraine that President Putin has now recognized as independent are already fighting a war against Ukrainian forces.
Well, a designer who refuses to create web pages for same-sex weddings will have her case heard by the U.S. Supreme Court. CBS's Christopher Cruz.
A federal appeals court had ruled that Lori Smith was violating a Colorado law that bans businesses from discriminating on the basis of sexual orientation. Smith says the law violates her First Amendment rights and appealed the ruling to the High Court, which today agreed to hear arguments in the case.
U.S. women's soccer players, in a long battle to level the financial playing field with the men, say they've reached a $24 million agreement with the U.S. Soccer Federation. Star player Megan Rapinoe on CBS Mornings calls it a huge win.
Pride comes to mind. Just incredibly proud of the women on this team and all the women who this lawsuit represents.
Overseas, the latest on Queen Elizabeth.
Palace aides are torn between their natural instinct to avoid all talk of the sovereign's health and the need to reassure people that the Queen isn't in any danger from what they insist is a mild case of COVID. They say she's canceled today's virtual engagements on medical advice, but is carrying out other light duties. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
And on Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 251 points.
This is CBS News.
If you're checking for fever, the leading sign of COVID-19, beware of dangerously inaccurate non-contact thermometers. Instead, learn about Exergen at Exergen.com.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Gentlemen, now you can find the best brands and fits for you without even trying. Just follow these easy instructions. Step 1, shop a personalized store that does all the work for you by customizing a selection for your taste and body. Step 2, level up your closet with the best brands and fits with little to no effort. Not trying has never looked so good. Introducing Stitch Fix Freestyle, your personalized store. We're so you.
The date is 2/22/22 on a Tuesday, no less.
Write the date out numerically, and you get 2/22/22, a palindrome that reads the same, forward and backward, and that holds no matter what part of the world you're in. The date is so rare, the National Weather Service says a Tuesday won't happen again for another 400 years in 24/22. The ultimate palindrome today at 22/22 military time. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
On Tonga, where a massive volcanic eruption has caused big problems for more than a month, workers have restored the undersea cable taken out by the eruption that gets internet to the island. Phone service has now improved, too. I'm Steve Kafin, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.